Good evening. Well, I was going to stand, and then I thought I'd sit, and then it's hard to find light at night, but it doesn't matter. So we're going to take just a moment and see if anybody joins me. But if not, I'm still going to share my heart, share my thoughts, share my dreams, share what I thought of just the other day on a run. It's been about a month now, I guess. Then, hello, Mary. Since I ran the San Antonio Marathon, and I went on a run this last week, and I came up with a number, and I came up with something, hello everybody, that I wanted to share. And for several years now, I've been talking about, and Team Danebull Fitness now has been talking about igniting a healthy revolution. And how do we do that? And I decided that it really is the power of 100. So what do we want to do? We want to gather 100 champions. But before we do that, I want to tell you a little bit about me and how I came to where I am today. So a little over 10 years ago, I left high school teaching and coaching, and I went back actually to get my undergraduate degree as an adult with 3 children. All my kids were in elementary school at the time. I was in my early 30s, and it was time to live a career outside and away from the teachings of my dad, who was my mentor. Since lost my dad about 3 years ago, but he ultimately taught me how to be a man and be a better person and care for the individual in front of me. And my dad was morbidly obese. He was a physician, and food was his drug of choice. And although he was obviously intelligent, he did not know how to get out of his own way. And we talk about, and I've talked with other people, food is often a drug for people. And the drug dealer advertises, and the drug dealer is on every street corner. So going back to when I went to be a high school teacher, I taught integrated physics and chemistry, and I taught biology, and I coached just about everything known to man. And I needed a stipend, and I didn't care what it was. I wanted to help people, and I needed to make a little bit of money. I had an opportunity after being in coaching for 7.5 seasons. When you get hired mid-year, you never ask why. You're just grateful that you get a job when you're a December graduate. And I found a position at a local hospital managing their local wellness center. So it was a community-based gym, fitness center, group fitness, swimming pool, et cetera, et cetera. Hello, everybody. And it didn't take me long to realize that that's where I should be. I got to work with regular people, adults, who are often coming back from rehab, who are trying to lose weight, who wanted to be more healthy. And ultimately, I realized that I could help be their primary healthcare provider. That's right, not a sick care provider, but a healthcare provider. Somebody who could prevent them, help them, teach them to stay out of the doctor, to not use their PPO, their HMO, not to have some sort of billable hour in the doctor's office, but to be and live through preventive medicine. As I did that, I went back and I finished graduate school. I was able to teach at the same university that I got my undergraduate degree in their kinesiology department, and I began to learn my craft. And I learned ultimately what would be about people and behavior science and behavior management. And I eventually went back years later and got a life coaching certificate, and ultimately that's what I do today. We call it lifestyle management. So when we talk about Danebull Fitness, we talk about so much more than sweat on the floor. I had the pleasure of talking with one of my former employees today, and she specifically said that about me today. Was number one, she said I put together at that time a great team, as 2 of those women are now in occupational therapy school. One of those women is now finishing her PhD. One of the young men that I had hired now has his own gym in a city just up the road from us. So that's ultimately who I am and want to be. I want to coach the coach, train the trainer, and teach the individual how to live, how to dream, how to hope. But we know that if the only number we chase is that number on the scale, then we will ultimately fail. Yes, I believe we should be a healthy body weight, as it keeps our blood pressure in control, it keeps our cholesterol under control, it keeps us from hopefully being a type 2 diabetic, and where I am in South Central Texas is the highest per capita type 2 diabetes in the United States of America. So it's completely unacceptable. So how do we do it? We want to ignite a healthy revolution. We want to work with you near and far in the power of 100. So I came up with the number because I thought, if I'm not mistaken, each of us has met about 2,000 people by the time we're 18. Well, since I'm now double that plus some, I've met many, many people. And between my network of friends and family and your networks of friends and family, we should definitely be able to find 100 people that want to do it differently. You're going to be inundated in the next 2 weeks with every advertisement, everything known to man to get you healthy. And not even healthy, usually it's gonna be about getting you skinny, right? It doesn't mean you're fit. It doesn't, and it can be deprivation, and we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna demonize food. We're gonna embrace good food. We're gonna embrace food in its least processed way. And then we're gonna teach you how to go to the grocery store. We're gonna teach you how to use your built environment. We're gonna teach you how to use a gym or our gym or be coached by us. Why also do we want 100? Because if you do the math, what that means is I personally, or my team personally, gets to talk to at least 3 people individually every day. Every day. So we'll make a plan, and we will make sure that we remember that at the moment, it's about you. It's a market segment of 1, and it's about you. And it's about your dreams, not my dreams. I am not your maker. I am here to help you achieve your dreams. If you want to climb a mountain, I'm going to help you climb a mountain. If you want to dance at your daughter's wedding, I'm going to help you dance at your daughter's wedding. If you want to make sure you go to the doctor and you can reduce your medication, then I'm going to help you do that too. It's what you want. So we're going to work on your dreams and your goals. And we're going to work side by side, hand in hand. And that's what we're going to do. But in order to do it, in order to truly ignite a healthy revolution, we need 100 people. So anybody and everybody that comments, hearts, likes, shares, I will reach out to you personally in the next couple days, and I'm going to give you a coupon to save over 50% so that we can work together. And it doesn't matter if you're in between San Antonio and Austin, where I am, or you're in California, or you're in New Jersey. We have the tools, we have the power to use today's modern technology to help you, to keep you accountable. And maybe you don't even know what your dreams are. Maybe you never thought past that because your knees hurt, because your hips hurt, because you get winded when you tie your shoes. Well, we don't want that. Who the hell wants that? We want to improve your quality of life. That's ultimately what it's all about. We've written a mission statement that says, and again, I was a school teacher, junior high, middle school, high school teacher. I've taught at 2 different universities, so education is important to me. And if we give you that knowledge, it lasts for a lifetime. So we want to educate, motivate, and empower you to lifelong independent living. That's right. Look, I love my children, and I hope like hell they love me, but I don't want to live with them, and I love my mother, and I don't want my mom to come live with me, and my mom doesn't want to come live with me either. And I don't want her to be in a nursing home either. So that's ultimately what it's about. And way, way back when, and this is not necessarily about that, but Mary, who's here watching, when she was losing her husband 3 years ago now, I think, she messaged me right about this time and said she had I might get emotional here, miles in her app. And I said it wasn't about that. It was about the fact that she was able to take care of him, a man she loved and lived with for 44 years. So that's what it's about. So I want to challenge you to share the video if there's anybody you love that you feel needs more accountability than a $10 membership to a local gym. Because if all you want is to train, then we're probably not the right team, and I'm going to tell you that. But if you want somebody to hold you accountable, that will be with you when you get to the point where you get your first box of chocolates and you don't want to freaking do it anymore, then we're going to be there. And we're going to look you in the eye, and we're going to call bullshit when it's appropriate, and we're going to give you a high five when it's appropriate. And sometimes all that's going to happen. And together, we're going to fail with grace. So not in this group, but I've shared that with other people, meaning you are going to fail. We are going to fail. And that doesn't give you a blanket opportunity to fail, but what it does is we need to recognize it and get back in the saddle again. Thank you, Eric. So I'm going to give a big shout out to Coach Wink, who's out there. So Eric and I shared a classroom together, man, more than 10 years ago now. Damn, we're getting old. And Eric reached out to me several months ago and was looking for guidance to take care of his health. I have no idea what happened, but modern technology. But back to Wink. Wink has plugged in every single day. He has plugged in, he has logged in every other day. Not every other day, every day. And his body's changing, his mentality's changing, his spirit is changing. He's leading by example to his 2 young children and his wife. So thank you for believing in igniting a healthy revolution, Eric. But again, that's what it's about. So I'm asking each of you to dig deep. And if you're the one that wants to be one of 100, chime in. If you've got a mother, a brother, a sister, a friend, a coworker, then chime in and share. But again, we're here because we want to do what we call healthy living every day, where we combine the tools of understanding how to eat healthy food, how to use your local grocery store, how to deal with saboteurs in your life, how to deal with lapses, collapses, and relapses, how to understand the food pyramid, how to plan your day, how to control your calendar. It goes on and on, but don't let it scare you. Don't let fear scare you. It's going to be hard. Ultimately, we want to build a long-term, long-lasting relationship with you. And I do. And my team does. And I want you to be on our team too. And I want you to be a champion of life. So again, if you want to be one of our 100, please help ignite a healthy revolution. Make a difference in this world. We're going to teach you how to invest in yourself so you bring more value to you and the world around you. God bless each and every one of you. Like and share. And I promise I personally will reach out to you this week. Thank you. Have a great night.